Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Bodenweiser und Himmelblau Hour. We're here on April 19th, 2016, and we're here to entertain and educate all at the same time and sort of share community and all kinds of things related to live streaming and blab and so forth with all our wonderful listeners and watchers here and for those on the replay as well. So thank you all for joining ahead of time. We've got some people, a lot of people waiting in the wings today just to kind of jump in and give us a hand. Bruce is on site at NAB, and he's going to be checking in. He just did check in. He actually looks like he has better Wi-Fi there on the streets of Las Vegas than he does at his own house. So this is good news for us today in the Bodenweiser und Himmelblau Hour seats. So that's all good news. He'll pop in as he is kind of in the area there, and we'll update you on what he's actually looking at. And he's going to try to keep it a little bit techie, but a little bit better. 0.02 Sid. And what's going on, you guys? All right. So welcome again formally to everybody. And we're just going to go through some information about what's going on Blab. Obviously, there's some new features that have been released this week. And everybody give me a hands up there on the side. Just give me a 1 if you guys can hear me okay. Everything good. And thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Nice. Thank you for clapping. I didn't realize I'd get that out of it. Yeah. So here we are. Talking cryptocurrency as well. So that is my setup. For those of you who don't know, that's where I'm actually sitting and facing. There's Bruce now. That's where I'm facing right now. I'm just blue screening.
I was just waiting for the invite to come in.
Well, we invited you. You didn't hear us. It's okay. So how's it going there, Brucey? Brucey is down at Las Vegas.
And I actually got a real microphone too. So I'm like,
he has a real
microphone.
I'm
a roving reporter.
Does it really work?
Yeah, it really works.
Oh,
this is actually the microphone I'm on.
Do that while you're at your house. You're way better there than
I probably should.
Home.
Maybe I'll come next month or next week. I'll come out to Vegas again. Do it again.
Yeah, sure. Or go visit Punxsutawney Phil again since he screwed up. That's what happened. I think you visited Punxsutawney and then you messed things up.
So here is the Super Meet. Our sponsors are Adobe and Blackmagic. We're actually be talking to Adobe.
Okay, so you said our sponsors. Are you like a super meat guy? Do you have a large amount of meat?
I have nothing to do with this.
Sausages?
I'm a peon just like everybody else here.
Okay.
Usually about 1,000 people show up for this thing. So we're going to take you inside. So really, here is, that was the registration.
Oh,
here is, here is
structures,
the hall.
Overhead structures.
So where they're putting some food out. And like piranhas, it'll be gone in like 2 minutes. So this is the booth area. We'll take you by, I guess, a few general locations just to show you what's going on.
Gentile? This is a meat show? What is this now?
This is, Super Meat is creative pros. They're editors. They are cameramen. They are filmmakers. Some of the top people in the industry will be here tonight. We've had Academy Award winning directors address this crowd. If you've ever heard of a movie called Hobbit, with Peter Jackson,
no,
the guy who used to run the company that made those cameras is going to be here tonight.
You mean Hobbit cameras? What are they? They have hair on the bottom.
It's called Red. It's called Red Digital. But he's moved on from Red Digital. He now works for a company called Barco, and they make projection systems for like 4K projection. Okay,
I'm going to try to pop this in the side here.
Bruce, what is the new sort of Red camera? I mean, Red has already been out for, I think, 4 or 5 years. Is there a new version of it or a new company that's taking over?
There's Dragon, and I think they've got up to 6 or 8. I think they're almost up to 8K.
And what
actually, let me talk to this guy. He might know. Dr. Bob. This guy is actually a real doctor too. Who's grabbing his lunch. We're live on Blab. Real quick question: the latest Red camera. What is that, like 8K?
Yes, it is an 8K camera.
How many frames per second?
I believe it's called a Dragon.
Okay. And what frames per second? Is like 120?
I don't know if you can get 120 at 8K, but you might get it at lower rates. Okay.
I think you can get 120 frames per second at like 60 frames per second, or 30 frames per second, and then once you have up to 8K, this is your standard 60i or 30 frames per second.
Didn't the
Excellent.
original Red camera have, I think,
You're welcome.
around 1,000 frames a second?
Not for video. Oh, actually, there are some, but I don't think it's Red.
Okay.
There are some other cameras out there that do 1,000. Like they're designed for the super slow motion, like an arrow piercing a balloon type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not Red.
Okay.
Wow, that's green.
That's great.
I got him to smile. Our roving
Yeah.
reporter actually got a joke inward. So there you go. So Q's just joined us on the sidelines. She may pop in here a little bit to support us in our wandering through Super Meat,
Right.
where these people are showing off all of their wares of how they handle meat products and sausages and things like that as well. Right.
Yep.
And,
So do you want?
and then go ahead.
No, do you want to cover the news of Blab first before we get into this?
Sure, we can do that. It looks like it's kind of like they're not got their meat on the table yet. They're just sort of talking about. There's food coming into that hall, right?
Yeah, I haven't grabbed any food yet, but I'll look at it being consumed.
Okay.
Hopefully, it won't be all gone in an hour.
Okay, cool. So, what are you Are you working on your iPhone or what? There.
Yeah, I'm on my phone. It's a standard iOS device.
Standard iOS, not.
And then I have an iRig plugged into this adapter, and that's just giving me the audio,
this guy's
so I can.
interested in what you're doing. So go talk to him in the blue shirt there. He's now wandering away aimlessly. He's trying to figure out if he was just made famous for 3 seconds or not. Looks kind of lost there. What's everybody got a backpack on for? How do they check for?
They're coming from the conference. So this afternoon they hit the floors of NAB, and they're coming directly from that. So whatever they've carried with them or their laptops to take notes during some sessions. So they're, in addition to NAB, which is a lot of booths like camera and hardware and stuff like that, there's also training that goes on the floor for video production, for color correction techniques, and then maybe they just picked up some a lot of materials.
Well, then they'd have a backpack full of stuff. That'd be It's a man purse, a geek man purse. Well said, Tech Junk. All right, so we'll do this. You want to hang in, or you want to jump out of the seat and go find something interesting for us to see when you get back?
Well, I've got them set up already. So if you want, I can just walk over to one of our preset interviews.
Okay, well, let's check out our audience here. We got over a dozen people watching us right now, and let's see. Do you guys want to go? Who do you have set up to talk to?
I've got a company called B&H. They're out of New York. They sell equipment. They're
photo?
an online company. Yep, photo. B&H is photo and video and pro audio.
That's right. They've been around a long time, and in fact, they were around in the back of the magazines, not the girly magazines, the other ones. And back in the day when I was actually, as an early entrepreneur in the early 80s, I was actually selling stuff out of those magazines to people I worked with at companies like Honeywell and stuff. We're going to bring JS in to add some color, a little more color to the.
Bruce, I was going to say that the Red Dragon camera is a maximum 6K, actually.
Okay.
At this point, they are probably going to have an 8K version out by September, and depending on which one of the, there's a number of different formats that you can use in the camera. You can actually get up to, and it's just shy of 400 frames per second.
That's what I thought.
6K. Yeah. So the thing about Red is always been shoot really fast, and then that way you get that beautiful slow motion thing from it. Now, the camera I think that most people are thinking about, and you're there with Blackmagic Design, that's kind of taken over as this sort of production camera in the 4K range. It's called the Ursa, and they've got a 4K and a 4.6K version, and they're really incredible cameras for the price and also for the features that you get.
So we're shooting with the 4K Ursa Mini.
Oh, you're shooting with it tonight? Okay, great.
Well, no, not right now. This is my phone. But we were shooting the camera interviews today, and actually Blackmagic is here at the show. and they're showing off some VR stuff too. In addition to, and here is the Ursa Mini right here.
That is not that small.
Well, here's the model, the camera itself. The lens is actually bigger.
Take a look at the size of the swing out monitor there.
Yeah,
and it's beautiful because those of you who shoot video, you've got your peaking on it, you've got your zebras on it, you've got focus assist. It's really beautiful. And what media does that shoot to?
It's shooting to CF fast cards, which slide right in here. They're kind of expensive.
Yeah.
But there's other media and you can bypass the unit with less expensive media.
And Blackmagic has a little thing for about $1,000, $1,200. That's you can send 444 out of the camera directly into it, and it'll capture it.
Right. Well, this is here SDI. You get an SDI out.
Yep.
And SDI, I have no idea what standard def interface or standard digital interface, I think is.
Yeah,
digital. That sounds better. And yeah, you can run that into anything and bypass the media. But if you're on location, if you're roaming around, you do need some portable media.
Yeah.
But actually, there's something else here. It's a company called Atomus, ATMOS.
Oh, yeah, Atomus. Yeah.
And what they do is they sell this fantastic monitor here.
It's a monitor and it has storage in it as well.
Yep. And
there it is.
What happens is you can turn what's basically a DSLR or any camera with like an HDMI or a SDI output into a 4K recorder.
I think it'll take composite out too, won't it?
Will this take composite out? Or you're not with them. Okay. Yeah. So here, he's not.
He just came to eat. That's why he's there.
Yeah. So this is called the Shogun, and then this is actually a great device. This is called a Ninja.
The Ninja's been around for a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Ninja will store compressed, high-quality video.
Yeah.
It's a way of getting around using your expensive CF cards and stuff, and it's very fast. Yep.
Yeah, so you got HDMI in and out, and that's like HDMI Mini. And what this does, it can turn any camera into a high def. So if you've got an old VHS camera, that wouldn't have an SDI or HDMI out. But if you have any camera with HDMI out, you can turn into a high def recorder because it bypasses the acquisition.
Yeah.
And then you can record what's called uncompressed video.
Now, high def, what?
I think we lost our producer as he said the word high def, actually a combination. But that's all right. He'll come back and we'll figure out what that thing is.
Say high def 3 times, a videographer will come out.
So then they've got next step up is the Ninja Blade, which takes a full-size HDMI. Like that. And it also has a monitor. So you can turn your that little flip-out monitor on your camera
so when you want to flip out?
Into a real larger monitor that you can actually work with.
So that's like if you're shooting your junk to upload to Snapchat, you can get a better way of seeing it in the monitor.
Bruce, if you could do us one favor and try holding the camera just a little bit more steady, I think our audience is getting slightly nauseous. Thank you.
Say Beetlejuice 3 times. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Ah!
Well, actually, in 5 minutes, we're going to get on a roller coaster and do that too.
Bruce, I think the big question here that the audience probably wants to know is, what kind of cool and groovy swag have you been collecting?
I got a T-shirt from a company called Telestream, and they are a encoder company. Well, actually, they have a raffle where they're raffling off, I don't know, a few $100,000 worth of equipment, everything from books to cameras.
Wow.
So
cameras are good.
They have a really wild raffle that comes out after the keynote speakers.
Now, could you enter us as a group into the raffle, and then we'll raffle?
I can only win. Yeah, I can win one prize.
Nice.
So it's only one prize per person. Which
why hammers? For like tenderizing the meat, or what is it?
For what?
Oh, forget about it.
Sounds
I
like
missed
your
that.
producer
The
is
hammers?
eating, Cliff.
It's a
Is your-
super meat fest or something. So I figured they
Okay,
got
there you
hammers.
go.
Your
Yeah, I'll go
producer's-
look for some super meat. I mean, see if there's any meat left.
All right. See if there's any meat. JS, repeat, please.
Your producer sounds like he's eating during the show.
Yeah, he needs to be fired.
I wasn't eating.
You were eating something. Don't say you weren't eating. We heard you eating. Now he's rage quitting, and Gilbert is Gilberting.
Yeah. Gilbert is gurgling. Actually, the camera's this side. So, Caleb, right? So,
All right, here comes Caleb.
has anybody wondered how you get music into your YouTube videos without getting flagged by YouTube?
We all wonder that. So what's the answer? This guy has it. Caleb has the answer.
Yeah, so Caleb, you're from Premium Beat, and Premium Beat is what's called a licensed library of music. Royalty-free. So actually, tell us a little bit about why would I want to use royalty-free music and how I would actually get it.
Too much Gilberting.
So you want to use royalty-free music because you can't simply use a track, let's say a Katy Perry song from iTunes. You can't drop that into your footage because whenever you upload it to the internet, it obviously is going to get pulled because you don't have the rights to use that song. And then if you were to broadcast that music, you would get sued by Katy Perry's record label. And so we are a royalty-free music library, meaning all of our tracks are 100% exclusive to us. And you just pay a one-time fee to license the track, and you can use it in an unlimited number of videos. And it will never get flagged on YouTube, and you will never get sued for anything. And it's super easy to download the tracks online and drop them into your video editing project.
Cool.
Yeah.
So,
Any questions?
Yeah. How much does that cost? Can't hear anything.
Okay, so the library has over 6,000 exclusive tracks, and we have two different licenses, a standard and a premium license. The standard license actually covers an unlimited number of web videos for an unlimited number of clients. So let's say you buy this track once for your video editing company, you can use it for an unlimited number of clients in the future. You don't have to come back and purchase each track over and over again.
Standard.
As long as it's for web usage. And then our premium license covers an unlimited number of broadcast usage. So anywhere in the world, you can broadcast the video with the song in it on radio, television, film. Our premium license covers everything.
So you're paying per track.
You're paying per track or per disc or okay.
Right. So it's all online and it's per track. And so you can actually download watermarked previews of all the tracks, and you can drag and drop them into your video editing timeline. And once you decide that that's the perfect track for your video project, let's say you're using Adobe Premiere, you can just right click and reload footage and select the unwatermarked track that you purchased, and it'll automatically change it out in your timeline, and you're good to go.
So our watchers are asking how much?
So how much are tracks starting for a standard license?
Right. So we have the two different licenses that I talked about. The standard license is $49, and the premium license is $199. But again, like I said, that covers an unlimited number of usage for an unlimited number of clients, and that you will not find that at any other royalty-free music library.
You can easily pass that cost on to your client for $50, $75. You've got license, or even if you want to cut that in half for $25, you sell it for 2 clients or 3 clients, you made your money back.
Yeah, absolutely. You could charge your client hypothetically whatever you want to charge them for the track, but it's only $49 for the one-time fee.
And Bruce, are you allowed to manipulate the song or the music?
And do you have free license to manipulate the songs, either cut it or, I guess?
Yeah, so all of our tracks come with a full track, which is usually about 3.5 minutes long. It comes with the short versions, which there's a 60-second cut, a 30-second cut, and a 15-second cut. So it's perfect if you're working on a commercial with different durations. And then it comes with a loop pack, which allows you to loop the song infinitely if you wanted to. And so, that's how we distribute our music.
Yeah, so each track comes with a package of 4 or 5 different varieties.
No, so each, so it comes with 4 or 5 different varieties of the same track with different durations and that type of thing. Yes, absolutely.
So you don't have to actually try to cut the 3.5 minute track down to 60 seconds and like cut in half and try to blend the middle where it seems to work, where only you can really tell that it worked or didn't work.
Yeah, exactly. We actually have our musicians cut down the track specifically for each 60-second, 30-second, and 15-second song. And so they didn't just simply cut off the ending and throw it into the 58-second part to make it fade out at 60 seconds. They custom made each song with each style in mind.
And the website.
Yes, our website. Yeah, sure thing. We are premiumbeat.com. So we are a royalty-free music and sound effects library. And all of our tracks are 100% exclusive, like I said, and they will never get flagged on YouTube, which is super important.
Premium
maybe,
Beat.
one more thing that I could add. So our website,
something.
if you're a video editor or video producer, our website utilizes keyboard shortcuts, and that allows you to navigate the entire website using the JK L keys that you would normally scrub through your video timeline. You could scrub through our tracks, and you can easily navigate down to the next track using keyboard shortcuts, save tracks, and it's all a very fast and seamless process that's much faster than any other royalty-free music library.
Great tip. These people don't know what a shortcut is.
Bruce,
Keyboard shortcut.
Bruce, I have one more question.
Okay.
What are these artists that are current and big artists? Can you give us an idea?
So as far as the music goes, what kind of genres? Where do you get your artists from, and how are they exclusive?
Right. So we get our artists from all over the world, honestly. We have artists that have actually won Oscars for best film scores, and they just go under a different name on Premium Beat. We have musicians, professional touring musicians that curate our entire library. And so all of our library is 100% exclusive, like I said, and we pride ourselves in only taking 1% of the music that is submitted to us. So you'll only find the best tracks on Premium Beat. And we have categories for all genres. So, let's say you need an epic track for a cool trailer that you're working on, or you need a good soft corporate track. We have sections already set up and with curated playlist, good to go. And you can just listen to all the tracks and download the free watermark previews, like I was saying, and try them out in your project. And if it's not the perfect track for you, then you haven't spent a single dime on that track.
Yeah, as far as artists go, you're not going to find a Katy Perry in their library. These are people who you've really never heard of, but they produce content that works perfectly with whatever video piece you're doing.
Great.
So it's mood music, it's underscore music, it's for narrations, for corporate videos. It's not going to be a Katy Perry or Elton John in this library.
So, okay, gotcha. More like
Got it.
background.
Awesome. So let's hear from Caleb. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And this will actually be available. I'll send you a link to it. Okay. So we're
that was
talk.
cool. I have to mention he had made a really funny face when you asked him one of the questions. He's like, I don't know about answering that question, but he did it anyway. Good sales guy. Just keep rolling.
Well, actually, I think he might be the owner of the company.
Yes.
Okay. So anybody looking for new equipment, anything from DVDs to media to cameras.
DVDs.
You're looking for DVDs. You still sell DVDs? You sell VHS? 8-track? Okay. 8-track? Did you ever sell 8-track? I don't think they ever sold 8-track.
I don't think he knows what it is.
Back at BNH.com, I sold 8-track, right? Because BNH.com was around in the 60s, right?
.com.
Yeah. So now, he's with B&H, and I'm not sure if anybody in the audience has ever heard of B&H. Give me one. If they haven't, give me a 2.
Straight out of New York.
Yeah. Wait.
There is an app for hipsters, I'm sure, out there somewhere. Although I might be featuring it very soon.
I think they like a haircut. So now we're here at Super Meet, and kind of give you an overview of where B&H is and how they can find whatever they're looking for.
So B&H is located on the corner of 34th Street and 9th Avenue, the heart of Midtown Manhattan, New York City, of course. And if you are interested in any kind of craft that is the creative field, whether it's photography, audio production, even anything from game content creation, we have all the equipment for you, whether it's the highest end computer, the lowest end computer, the lowest end camera. If you have any questions at all, our sales staff is fully qualified to answer your questions. We're all professionals here, so we know exactly what you're looking for, what your needs are. So if you give us a call, go to bnh.com, find our telephone number, give us a call anytime from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Thursday. Friday is from 9 to 2 p.m. Saturday is closed. Sunday is from 10 to 6.
The reason why it's closed is because of the holiday.
So it is a Jewish holiday, actually. So
It's a Jewish holiday.
It's a Jewish run operation. These guys are serious with them. Tell them more.
To find you guys, it's real simple. You said B&H.
Go to bhphoto.com. That is the easiest way, or Google B&H Photo in New York City. They'll come up right away. Check out our YouTube channel. If you guys are interested in learning about anything, really, we have top shelf videographers and content creators constantly giving us classes and courses. So check us out online or in the store in person.
And your catalog has been cut in half because you're trying to save trees, right?
We love saving trees. That's always a good thing, too. Although if you do want a catalog, subscribe to our mailing list, and we will certainly send you one out.
What's his name?
Thank you very much.
Al. That was Al,
His name is
ladies and
Al.
gentlemen.
Hey, Al.
Thank you, Al. Yes. That's a really bad dining room table if you need that much steadying there. Not the whole catalog. All right, now the truth comes out. Bits and pieces.
So
our producer, yes, go ahead.
So
no, what is that?
Who
else do we have lined up? Anybody else at Super Meat?
Hello. It is, well, yeah, because some companies will charge you. Yeah, it is not a needle drop because some companies will charge you even if you buy the music once. You only own it for that one time.
Yeah.
Right. Well, he did say that it was. You can use it forever.
Well, I've downloaded royalty-free packs with hundreds of different songs in them too.
Yep.
Or free.
Welcome to the
Right. Well,
Right. Well, there's a lot of different varieties, and there's a lot of different instruments. There's a lot of different moods. So you can go everything from country, western, to holiday, to cinematographic. Dramatic music. Right. Right. Well, there are a lot of buyout companies out there. Premium Beat is the one that's here.
okay.
So
Here's a little
Sample
sample track from their website. Not that exciting.
So
Yeah.
So actually, this is Adam. He's from a company called OWC. If anybody was on our very first show when we went out to Woodstock and we was looking for the groundhog, this company is in Woodstock.
That's right.
So
We're based out of Woodstock, Illinois. We also have an office in Austin, Texas. Sorry,
okay. Yeah, he's talking. So OWC is Other Word Computing. You make your own hard drives as well as resell other hard drives.
Well, OWC, we do manufacture. It's all really geared towards
do you do?
Mac computers. Test
You
and
break up?
certify
We lose 'em?
everything and really design our products around the Mac for Mac workflows. Our products are available on MacSales.com. That's kind of been the unofficial home or the official home of OWC products for a long time. And at MacSales.com, which is really a web store, yes, you can find third party. You can find products from LaCie or WD, or you can find it, third party products. Yeah, but OWC, we really focused on manufacturing upgrades for Mac computers to kind of breathe new life into an aging Mac. So if you got a Mac that's running out of storage or it's slowing down, we make really unique upgrades that speed up your computer, make sure that there's some ample internal capacity, so you don't have to feel like you need to go out and spend money on a new computer. We can extend the life of your existing computer. That's one main thing we do.
I was just out there upgrading my RAM. I was running with like 4 gig of RAM, and so I came out there for a couple of 8 gigs, and I maxed out at 16 now.
Absolutely, yep. And a lot of our solutions, Apple will tell you, here's the official max spec of RAM. But really, we do the testing and figure out that you can go beyond that. So they might say, hey, you're maxed out at 64 gigs of RAM in a particular machine, but we test and certify, oftentimes up to double what Apple says you can put in there. So RAM is super popular for us. We have an entire fleet of external storage. So from super portable SSDs to 4-bay Thunderbolt solutions to rack mount mini SAS solutions. I mean, we kind of have it all. So our external storage lineup is really robust. And then we make really cool products like the Thunderbolt 2 dock, which is a 12-port Thunderbolt 2 hub. That's just an amazing connectivity solution. So we're sort of inventing at the edge of technology. A lot of USB-C, Thunderbolt 3 stuff we're showing off this year. And
the difference between a Thunderbolt connection and something like a USB, or especially a USB 2, is like.
Oh yes, well. I don't even know but USB 3.0, for example, or 3.1 Gen 1 is a 5 gigabit a second channel, whereas Thunderbolt 1 is 10 gigabits a second, Thunderbolt 2 is 20 gigabits a second, and then this year as Thunderbolt 3 is rolling out, that's a 40 gigabits a second throughput, which is pretty insane.
Yep. So those are...
Yikes.
Actually, you can run a test on a site. So it's 128 gigabytes in his Mac Pro Retina. What year? What model? So about a year old? He wants 128 gig in his Mac Pro Retina. That's about a year old.
Mac Pro with Retina display? That's what you have? MacBook?
MacBook.
MacBook?
MacBook.
Does it have an optical drive?
Pro.
Oh, it's just the. Sorry, I can see it. I think it'd be like 7:30. Oops. Where is the stage? Hi, so sorry, I can hear you now. What's the question?
Yep. Plug them in.
Of RAM. Those guys, you can't upgrade the RAM on those machines because they're soldered right to the board. You can upgrade the SSD inside, and we just released up to a terabyte inside. So if you have a SSD, your internal storage is okay. Yeah. We have 128 gigabyte upgrade for the Mac Pro computers, not MacBook Pro. But yeah. To be honest with you, I can't remember if they're 2 pieces or 4. I'm pretty sure they are 4 pieces. Yes. We do. Yes, we don't have a 128 gigabyte DIMM yet, but that. Awesome. Well, thanks so much. Yeah, we love the Mac community, and there's a lot of people in the Mac community that loves us. We're super grateful for that. So we're happy to be here. And
We have another question before you go there. We have Tech Junk is asking about what about a mid 2014 vintage Mac Mini What
For
would be
RAM or
You know what
SSD?
the max would be on that? RAM. I think RAM. Is that what we're talking about? Tech Junk.
Yeah,
RAM?
if you
How much RAM?
you know, like we were talking about
RAM.
earlier, MacSales.com is going to have. I don't know the official configurations there. Pretty sure the Mac Mini is not a soldered-on solution, so I think you should be able to replace the
Okay.
RAM there. And yeah,
Right.
yeah, we have one on display here at the
That's
show
right.
actually. So yeah,
Yeah.
MacSales.com. If you click on memory, you'll find it's a great guide. It takes you right through to your exact model machine, and you can see all the different. Sure.
JS, you got that URL for us?
Yeah. Thanks,
Mac
guys.
Sales.
Good
Okay.
talking to you.
Cool. Well, thank you very much,
Yeah.
sir.
Thank you.
It's been great.
Yep.
All right.
I didn't pay for it. I'll send you a link to it.
Okay, great.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
So now everybody's going to go out and buy new hard
There you
drives
go.
because you should never store
Yay.
your data on an internal hard drive, because when your internal hard drive gets infected by a virus or by malware or crashes, you lost all your data.
There you go. Never keep your data where all the other stuff is. So along those lines, do we have anybody else lined up? Because Bruce, we got some more
I
other
think we got one
things
more
to do in the
Adobe.
show that people need to know about this week.
So
Adobe is a small little company you may have heard of.
So you've all heard of Adobe, and you've heard of Premiere, and you've heard of
Yes.
Photoshop. But it used to be their solution used to be $1,800 to buy the products. They've now converted to a subscription process.
That's right.
And they're also offering a great deal. So kind of noisy here. Cliff, why don't you take over for a second while they make the announcement? I'll mute my mic.
Okay. Mute the mic. We're going to take over. So while we're waiting for the announcement to subside over there, we'd like to bring you up to date on a couple of things going on out in the other parts of the world besides NAB and the super meet that we're in the midst of right now. And one of them is that if you are running Windows operating system and you have QuickTime still on your Windows computer, it is time to remove it. No ifs, ands, or buts. Don't question me. You can ask anybody from Fox News right through every technical journal that's out there right now. And they all agree that right now that Apple's no longer patching that, and they've found some vulnerabilities.
So this is Adobe.
So,
Bruce,
what do we got?
Adobe? Or should I talk to John?
Adobe.
All right. Hi, John. Okay, this is John.
Hi, Bruce.
So
And
we're here on Blab, and John is. Are you a manager at Adobe Systems
For Australia and New Zealand.
from Australia and New Zealand?
For Australia and New Zealand, yeah.
So you're actually combining those tools? I've heard you're not supposed to combine Australia and New Zealand.
We try not
Ah.
to, but sometimes we're like cousins. We come together and we play nice. When it comes to sport, that's a different thing.
Yeah, I got yelled at for asking someone if they were from
Okay.
Australia when they're really from New Zealand.
Yeah, that happens. Yeah, we don't like that. It's hard to tell. We know it's hard to tell, but we like to be recognized for where we are actually from.
So how you like the States?
Yeah, I love it. It's
Well, they're
great.
down
I come
under
here
pretty much.
At least twice a year. I've been here probably 15, 16 times now. It's great. It's good fun.
So you're used to the way our toilet's flushed then?
Yeah, well, no, that still freaks me out. Yeah, and the fact that you call it restrooms, we call it something else.
WC?
No, that's England. Okay. No, we call it the toilet or the dunny. Is the
I think we used to call them toilets, but we found that I guess toilets, we wanted more
Dunny.
a kinder euphemism.
Yeah. So I don't know. Whenever I think of restroom, I feel like I need to be resting while I'm there rather than what I'm there to do. But you know, you get used to it.
Wash your hands.
I always wash your hands.
Wash
Why are
your
you here?
hands.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
All right. So why is he here? What's he talking about?
I missed it. JS, what was that? I missed that.
That's right. What's this?
I talked to John, and he's agreed to talk
we
to
have
Adobe. We're
2,000
going to offer
people here.
30 days free trial of anything on their website, and that's exclusive to just us, right?
Yes, you are special. It's not
Exclusive.
available for anyone else ever, but that's available to everybody all the time. 30 days. Yeah, you can get 30 days trial of any of the products. Obviously, on that system, if you've used it for a few days and you take it off, it remembers the start date that you've done that. So you literally have 30 days from when you start. So you want to make the most of that 30-day trial period to test it and get things working. You can export. There's still very good functionality with it. There's some things with codecs. Some of them have to be licensed, and we have to pay for those. And those ones you won't be able to export to. But yeah, you can bring everything in. You can play with it, and most of the popular.
And so basically, by signing up, it's a subscription-based system, and when you're paying, I think your regular rate is $49. I think they're offering a show special. We'll give you that in a couple of minutes, but you don't get just only one or two pieces of software for that subscription price. You get everything.
Yeah, we do have what we call single apps, and that's where you get just one product. And one product, as an example, for price point, and price is a bit different no matter where you are. It could be $20, like $19.99, could be for one application, but then it's $50 or a little bit more than that, maybe up to $60 for everything. And that's all the apps. And you get services, you get other things that you can use outside of the apps, such as mobile apps that synchronize and work with the desktop apps. So you could start a design on your phone or your iPad, and then you can literally send it to your desktop version of the corresponding app. So start doing a doodle of a drawing on your application that's doing vectors, and then open it in Illustrator. And when you get back to your computer, it opens up the program and the file, and it's using the cloud to help synchronize between the two platforms.
As far as storage, you get some basic storage with each subscription?
Yeah, so when you go for, we call it Creative Cloud Complete. When you get the whole lot, you get, depending on where you are in it, you get about 20 gigs of storage if you go for an individual license. If you're part of a Creative Teams license, which is a little more expensive, but you get 100 gigabytes per user within that team as well. So, and you get some other things around controlling the users and then being able to revoke people that are part of your team and then reassign that license to someone else. If you have freelancers, as an example, or someone leaves and you have a new hire. Yeah.
If you actually can have two licenses, you can license two computers under one subscription.
Yeah, the idea is that you're using one at a time, but yeah, you can have that going across two platforms as well. So you can have one Mac system and one Windows system, and that's your two licenses that you've distributed. So you might have a desktop that's a Mac, and you may have a laptop that's a PC, or the other way around, and that's perfectly legitimate, and that's fine. So long as you're using one at a time. You're not supposed to have two people running off the one license.
Talking over them, Jazz.
I might just mention while we're on
because
discount this week.
And actually we're talking, here's your discount, 40% off. Okay, hold it up.
Yep.
40% off your first year. And the code is, and if you want to type this in, it is, I think, adobe.com/go/NAB reveal, REVEAL, 2016.
Yeah.
So if it's something, I can type that in, or actually, there you go, you got it, Cliff. Great, perfect. And that's 40% off 1 year for the subscription. And like I said, you can try it for 30 days free before your subscription even starts.
Yep. So yeah, the pricing in the US means that it goes down to $29.99 a month for a year. So you lock in for the year. It's kind of like think of it like a mobile phone plan where you lock in for a year and you have a subscription fee that you pay per month. And that's what this is basically modeled on, something very similar to that. When we have updates, you just receive the update. And because of the subscription model, we don't have to wait for every year or every 18 months, which is what we used to do when we were doing perpetual licensing with the box. So now when we have engineers have fixed something or they've added something new or a new camera comes out, then we need to support it. As soon as it's finished, we can roll that update out and everyone gets access to it
the fastest possible way that they can. So yeah, it's good, and we've got some other tools up there to help people learn. So part of the cloud subscription membership, you have access to free tutorials that some of them are from lynda.com, and we've licensed those, and they help you learn how to use the products. Plus, when we do these new updates with new features, we have little videos that help you understand how those features and functions work as well. So you're always informed and educated, and yeah, it's all available.
Yeah, so the good deal is good to the end of the month, end of April.
Yeah. So
April
that
30th.
40% discount does end. This 40% discount, which is exclusive to the NAB show timeframe, will end at the end of April. So April 30 is the close date for that $29.99 a month offer.
Yeah, so actually, you don't have time to take that. We can take 15 days or like 10 days on the free deal, and then transfer over, and they'll take you to the end of March of 2000 or April of 2017.
Yeah.
Well, no, because we're halfway through April right now. So you're only getting the remainder of April if you want to take advantage of the deal. Because if you sign up on May 1st, then so great. Thank you, John.
No worries.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
For more information.
For more information, go to adobe.com, and whatever region you're in, it'll come up in your language, and the pricing should be based on where you are as well. So just adobe.com. Check it out. Thank you. Thanks, Bruce.
Thank you. Yeah, well.
That's right. Can't understand that. Literally.
So.
All right, Bruce. Well, we got some other wrap-up stuff to do in the next 6 minutes or so. Thank you, Bruce, for being here. Everybody give him a round of applause out there. Thank you, Bruce, for actually. Yeah, we're going to kick you out. What, are we going to leave you in here for another hour? So it was only an hour long. This is the most airtime you've gotten since you've been on the show in 11 weeks. That's right. No, it's good. Everything's good. If you wanted to float around a little more and make people more dizzy, we can leave you in the camera, but I think I'd rather kick you out. And thank you immensely and for being there for us and taking care of business at NAB. And Super Meat, Bruce Himmelblau, out of the seat. Thank you, Bruce, again for everybody over here.
I think the food's gone, but I'll look.
Go eat something.
The drinks are still available. Quick. I think I got drink tickets. There you
go. Drinks are good. Eat some drinks. All right, we'll see you later. There he goes. Thank you, Bodenweiser, Himmelblau, for doing all those eat. Thank you, JS. That was cool. I know, JS, you got a lot out of that. And so some people are asking what product. So if you want to tell them briefly what it's like, the everything product. It's the right Creative Cloud is what they call it. Yep. And Lieutenant Badges is stoked. Actually, it's everything. The whole shebang. 40% off for a whole year. Yeah, that they have out there. So this is the information article time stuff there. In fact, what we're going to do is ask you to go to the after party if you want to play. Be sure it's got some bugs and quirks to it, and we've got some zooms. I'm going to show you for as well as for PD. That will put on your screen like this. Hopefully So I think he's got to go do something with that account. Anyway, so right here, I'll just click on the little purpley thing. You guys can't see.
listening and watching the Bodenweiser and Himmelblau Hour.